Hello there, welcome. So, welcome back, actually, hold on. Welcome, YouTube. Welcome, Facebook. To push some buttons. Welcome back, or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. This is day 6 of Move. And actually, I'm in Sunday evening at the moment. I have an obligation at 7 o'clock on Monday morning. And so I've pre recorded this class. I'm really sorry I couldn't be with you. So we are going to move into the sides of our hips and the deep of our hips. It's very important to notice that, or pay attention that if you walk a lot, if you run a lot, your hips are probably tight. And when we begin to mobilize them, it's very easy to move the knees and very hard to move the hips. So don't cause pain in your knees. It's your hips that we need to move, okay? So come lie on your back and we shall begin. Come. So lying on your back, knees are bent, feet are flat on the floor. And reach your arms wide so they're out to the side. And then just begin to sway your knees from side to side. And as they sway, as they rock from one side to the other, just feel it. So this is actually the second time that I've recorded this class this evening. The first time I did it, I was very fast. It was like watching the chipmunks do yoga. Oh my God. So I'm going to concentrate and focus on moving slowly. So you're rocking your knees from side to side. Nice. Come all the way back to center. So squeeze your right knee up towards you and squeeze it in and hold it in. And just deepen your breath down into your belly. You know, that thing we do at the end where we go and look for a sigh or a breath or a deeper sense of something. That's something you can do anytime, but also it's something that really helps us deepen into our bodies and inhabit the spaces of ourselves a little bit more. Just find that. Is there a yawn? Is there a sigh? Is there a deeper breath emerging from this right hip? Nice. Lower your foot to the floor. Draw your left knee up towards you. Squeeze it in. And just settle into the deeper sense of your hip. And maybe just notice, is there a sigh or a yawn or a deeper breath? Can you sink? Can you soften? Nice. And back down. Cool. Bring your arms wide and then sway your knees and then glide your knees. So draw your right knee up in the direction of your left shoulder and then draw your left knee up in the direction of your right shoulder. And just begin to glide from side to side. So there's certain movements that cultivate a sense of opening in the body. So we'll often start with those, and they just really set us up for the deeper movement that we continue into. Nice. So the next movement is called alarm clock. So your alarm clock is actually over your head. So roll over onto your right shoulder, keeping your feet flat on the floor, and then reach your left hand above your head to reach for your alarm clock, and then come back. We'll do the same arm again. Reach the left arm overhead, keeping both feet flat on the floor. Reach as far as you can with your left hand, and then come back. And again, one more time. Reach with the left hand. And maybe there's a sigh or a breath or a settling, a deepening as you reach. Nice. Come all the way back, both arms wide. Other side. So alarm clock to the left with the right hand. So roll over onto your left shoulder, feet are flat, And then reach your right arm up overhead to grab your alarm clock overhead. And then draw your elbow back, bring it to the floor. Again, reach for your alarm clock overhead. And then come back. Elbow to the floor. Last time. Reaching overhead. And then breathe or sigh or connect in whatever way you do. Just allow a softening, a lengthening. And then coming all the way back. And both arms are wide. Nice. So next movement. So bring your right foot up and then place your right ankle on top of the left knee. And you can bend your elbows. I always feel like my arms feel more steady into the floor. So bend your elbows and sway from side to side. And so we're just listening to the right hip, especially as we move, and to the left knee. Nice. Come back to center and then lift the left foot off the floor and let this shape be squeezed towards you, and even try and lift your bum a little bit off the floor at the top of the movement. Let your toe tap the floor. Squeeze your knee up towards you. Tap the floor. Squeeze your knee up towards you. Tap the floor, and one more time. And I'm kind of doing a tug of war kind of feeling. So my right knee is moving away from me and my right foot is moving towards me as I pull my left knee towards me. But my legs are doing the work, my arms are not working. And just see if you can find a deeper breath or a sigh or a yawn down into that right hip. Can you really bring the breath down into your hip? Nice. Lower your left foot to the floor. Lower your right foot to the floor. Other side. Bring the left foot up and place the left ankle on the right knee. Bracing your elbows into the floor. Begin to sway from side to side. As you sway, just hear your legs, your hips, your belly, your spine. Nice. Come back to center. Lift the right foot off the floor. Let that squeeze your left leg towards you. Maybe your bum lifts a little bit off the floor. Let your toes touch the floor. So just begin to squeeze and then touch your toes. Squeeze and touch your toes. Hear that? Touch your toes, and then we're going to hold it. So draw your right knee towards you. That's going to pull your left leg in. Do the tug of war where your left knee tries to move a little bit away from you in wellness. All of this is in wellness. And then just pausing there. Deepen your breath. Maybe there's a yawn or a sigh. Maybe there's a smile on your face, softening into the face, softening into the toes and the fingers. Nice. Lower your foot to the floor, lower the other foot to the floor. So I'm going to move so you can see this one more clearly. So lift both feet off the floor. And then bring the soles of your feet together and your knees apart. And then push the soles of your feet towards each other. And then try and clap your feet. And then rub your feet off each other like you're trying to warm up your feet. And maybe circle your feet on each other. And then in the other direction. I love that you're all trying this right now. Bring your knees towards each other, bring your feet apart, and then bring your feet together and your knees apart. So you draw your knees in, your feet widen. Draw your feet in, let your knees widen. Just feel that. You're spiraling your thighs in. You're spiraling your feet in. Nice. Stretch both legs up, shake your legs. So the next movement is called windscreen wipers, and it's kind of a half and half. It's a bit of both of those movements from before. So bend both knees and then point both feet over towards the right, and then try and touch your left foot to your right knee, and then point both feet towards the left, and then touch. So just begin to, you can either drop your feet down and lift. It's kind of this swing kind of movement. Or you can just bring your feet straight across. I think I like the swing, swing. It has this lovely feeling into my knees. Nice. So stretch your legs up and just wiggle your toes and your feet. I was amazed at how much noise comes out of my feet when I stretch them. Just feel that, hear that. How much strange and wonderful noise comes out of your feet as you move. So 2 days ago, we did the sides of our feet. We'll do that now. So draw the blade of your feet up towards the ceiling and then bring them back to normal. So blade of your feet up, flat, up, flat, up, flat. Other way around. Big toe side up, flat, up, flat. And then roll both. I just feel that. And then in the other direction. Nice. Lower both feet to the floor. Your feet are probably going, oh my God. And just settle there. Just let that land. Nice. So roll over and come all the way up to stand on your mat. So the next movement, you can do it with the wall. And to do it at the wall, you have to stand kind of at an angle to the wall rather than, because if you stand, oh, you can, well, see, you can actually stand with, yeah, you can stand with the wall or you can stand with a chair, okay? So bring your right hand to the wall. And then the movement we're going to do, I'm going to do it here because it'll be more clear if I have a chair. I'm going to hold on with your right hand onto whatever you're holding on to. Go back. And then it's your left leg that's going to swing. So your left leg will go across and then it'll go across the other way. So we're swinging left and right. And when it goes across one way, you're going to feel the inside of your leg. And when it goes across the other way, you're going to feel the inside and the outside of your leg. So you can continue to hold on to the wall or the chair, or you can begin to use a little bit more momentum by using your arms as well as your leg. One more time. Woo! Nice. So then the next part of this is lift your leg up and then try and, so imagine, left leg is going to lift and imagine there's a space over here to the right hand side and you're trying to, so reach your right hand out at a 45-degree angle over there and that's where your foot's kind of trying to go to. It's never going to get there, but that's kind of the space is over there, okay? So bring your left foot forward and then how high upwards, not your knee, but how do you get your foot to move upwards? And then bring it down. And then how do you get your foot to move upwards? It's only your leg that's doing this. Foot upwards, down, one more time. Foot upwards, down. Nice, other side. I'm going to change my chair over. Hold on with my left hand. And just begin to up on the left, up on the right. And notice the sensation. So where do you feel it as you go across? And where do you feel it when you go out? So when I go across, it feels like the inner thigh. And when I go out, it's the outer thigh. But when I go across, it's also the buttock at the back. The standing leg gets more as I go across. Whereas the out is only the outside of my leg, really, that I feel. But that's going to be really different for you because your body is different. And again, maybe you begin to swing. So remember, it's from side to side. So it's directly left, directly right. Nice. Foot to the floor. Last of these. So imagine that you're going to lift the right foot as high as you can. So this is kind of impossible. You're like, it's impossible. Lower your foot down again. Try not to make faces, especially if you're on TV. And nice. So holding onto your wall or your chair. The hand that's holding the wall, lift the other leg up. So the left hand is on the wall or the chair. Lift the right foot up and just lean forward and look at your right foot. And then you realize you've just dropped your chair, your socks. So reach down, touch the floor, or reach in that direction. Come back up and just touch the floor again. And come back up. Nice, other side. So holding on with the right hand, bring the left foot up. Lean forward, look at your foot. Oh, and then you lost your sock. Grab it up and grab your sock. And up. Nice, cool. So just pause there, standing on both feet. And then take the right leg and cross your right thigh over the top of the left and like have it so that your toes are touching the floor, your right toes are touching the floor, but your thigh is really crossed over each other. They're really squeezing, okay? And my toe is touching the floor, and that's what's going to stabilize me, okay? Because I can just flex my foot and my toe will lift off the floor, okay? You can stay here. You can hold on to the wall if you wish, or wrap your left arm over the right. And maybe try and see, if you want to, if you could lift your right toes off the floor. Maybe sit a bit deeper down and really sink into your hips. Draw your shoulders back, lengthen through the spine. Deepen into your breath. Nice. Hand to the wall, come back up. Other side. So cross the left thigh over the top of the right. Sit down. And then have your toes touching the floor, but I'm really wrapped around and my toes are touching the floor. And I really feel like my bum is sticking out and my thighs are squeezing together. Stay here with a hand on the wall if you wish, or wrap the right arm over the left and hold on to your shoulder blades. Maybe flex your left foot so your toes lift off the floor. Maybe sit a bit deeper. Squeeze your shoulders back, lengthen through your spine. Deepen your breath. Nice. Rise. Both feet to the floor. So come sit on your mat. In the chipmunk version of this class, the one I just recorded before this, there was a whole other set of movements that I did very fast. So great. So sitting with the soles of your feet together and your knees are wide, hold on to your ankles and pull. You really pull like you're rowing a boat. And lengthen the spine, draw your shoulders forward, open into the chest. Nice. And then around your back, drop your head down. So just moving from arching, looking up towards the ceiling, pulling on your ankles, to rounding, dropping your head down. Rising and dropping. Nice. Great. So stretch your legs out long in front of you. Just roll into your ankles. The other direction. I got a lovely text off someone to say that when they were walking, the backs of their knees are opening more, so they feel like they're taller through their body as they walk. Somebody else who's been yogiing with me every single class since the very first day said that she's just discovered that she's got really tight hamstrings from running. Nice. So just sit there. You can sit with your legs long, or you can bring the soles of your feet together again if you wish. And lengthening up through your spine, drop your ear down towards the right And just see if there's a yawn or a sigh into the left side of your neck, into the left side of your chest. Is there a deeper breath? Can you take a deeper breath into the left side of your chest? Into the back of your rib cage, down into your diaphragm. Nice. And drop your head down towards the left and just see if there's a sigh or a breath in the right side of your neck, into the right upper torso, right rib cage, lung. How wonderful. So thank you so much for joining me today. And I will see you all again tomorrow, which is in 2 days' time for me. I'll miss you tomorrow, but I'll be with you. Um, so have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for joining me. Really such a pleasure. Oh, and to the person I met in the supermarket, I have this thing when I meet yogis that I don't know, but I know who are doing yoga. I'm like, oh, wow. And I just kind of have this feeling where I just want to run over and talk to you. But then I'm like, but and so and we had this moment where we're both like, oh, it's you. And then I was like, hi, and so please do come over. Come over. I would love to talk to you. And but I'll wait for you to come to me rather than me to go over to you. Because yeah, or maybe I will. Maybe I'll just walk up to you in future. Because I get so excited when I meet my yogis. Um, so I will see you all very soon, and be well. And thank you so much. Really, this brings me joy every single day. Slán slán. So great. So if you want any information about anything we're doing in Nother, just email us at info@nother.com, or you can go to the Facebook page, Nother Facebook page. I was harvesting the most amazing vegetables today. Like, there's so much down there. So I have the most amazing tomatoes and pumpkins and courgettes and cucumbers and beans, and oh, it's just glorious. So on the Instagram page and also on the Facebook page, there are pictures of my harvest. So be well, be great, be awesome, be you. And I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks for joining me. And yeah, slán slán. And gur míle mágah as socht bheith an seo tá sé go hálan. Slán.